Welcoming all of you joining us live at the poolside of the Intercontinental Hotel. Now imagine for a moment being born with no arms. That's right. And that's the way life has been for my guest tonight. He is the second born in a family of 8 children. He was number 2. No arms. Went to a school that most of us went to, normal school we call it for lack of a better word, through primary, went to boarding school for secondary. Got a university degree in sociology in Kiswahili. Then he got a job, Kenya Wildlife Services, as an expert in computers, ICT. That's right, I did say no arms. He types more than 60 words a minute, and he is the administrator at KWS, so he teaches. Not only that, he inspires. Every other weekend, he's out there across the country speaking to young Kenyans about overcoming insurmountable odds. And if that's not enough, he's written a book. That's right. He calls it Mlemavu ? See Mimi. Disabled? Not I. Sit back, folks. It's a story you simply will not forget, and you can tweet your questions, comments, and thoughts. My handle is at Koinange Jeff. My guest's name is Godfrey Ipalei. His handle is at Ipalei. Godfrey.
Yes.
I can't shake your hand, right?
Yeah.
I can't shake.
You can't. It has fingers.
You have little fingers.
Yeah. I normally joke and say, God was creating me around lunchtime.
Around lunchtime?
Around lunchtime.
So he was busy?
No, he was busy. When he went for lunch, he had not finished. So when he came, because I'm a naughty boy, he said, can you come? Then I started running around, and he said, let him stay like that. So.
You know, that attitude alone, Godfrey, that just does it for me, man. Because you've never let this deter you in any way. You've never let this, you know, put you down.
Yes. Yeah, I've never let it put me down. I have this in my life. I don't have despair in my life. I always have to fight. And I believe that life is difficult. Irrespective of who you are, life is difficult. And therefore, do I mourn about the difficulty? And the difficulty of life for me is these hands. Do I mourn about them? I ask myself, what can I do with these ones? Not what can't I do. So I don't look at my weakness, I look at my strength.
When people meet you for the first time, Godfrey, you know, they reach out. Do you find them, they're afraid to reach out and touch your hand?
Very afraid. In fact, adults look at me from far, hiding. But kids run around and they say, look at this guy without hands. So it is difficult. Sometimes you'll want to fight someone. But for me, I normally say, I am unique. So something that is unique, everybody looks at it. So I am a tourist attraction. So people look at me, they wonder, how do I eat? How do I do what? How do I do this? How do I do this? So they look at me a lot.
So let's talk about how do you do this and that. I saw you pick up your cell phone a moment ago, Godfrey.
Yes.
Show me, because this is just incredible. Go and reach into your pocket.
Picking a cell phone is the easiest thing. Ask a difficult one. I just pick it. The way you pick it, I'm seeing there's a message here, and I can read the message. So that's a missed call, and there are messages coming here.
Can you send a text message?
Yes.
On this?
Yes. This small. It's very small. It's not like yours, which is big, but mine is small, and I can say hi. Hi, and I put capital Jeff. I mean, that is right, Jeff. And it can't fall. What? Yeah. What is it? So I talk with it, then
There's someone calling you, I think.
Yeah, I'll talk to them later on.
Okay.
Then I'll take it back to my pocket. Just the way you return it. If it falls by accident, I'll pick it. But I return it back nicely, like that.
My goodness. When you were young, a small boy, right?
Yes.
Playing around with little kids.
Yes.
Would they make fun of your arms? Would they laugh at you back then?
They do. I'll make fun, especially ladies. They'll come touch this and say, hey, look at his hands. Then they touch. They say, they are so smooth. And today the kids still do the same. Say, look at this guy with that hands. And I say, come. Come see. If they are free, they'll come and touch them. They become my friends. They will touch these hands. They look at them. They count their fingers. Then they become my friends. Then I show them what I do. And that is it. It goes nicely like that. So it happens.
Yes.
Not only when I was young, even now.
Yeah. But your attitude, Godfrey, I can't get over this attitude of yours. You just take things so well.
I don't know. Maybe it's because of my parents, the way they brought me up. They did not disintegrate me. They did not treat me special. I was actually canned like any other. So that upbringing, then I would also go and look after a cattle like any other. I'll go and dig with a djembe like any other.
With a djembe?
Yes.
With these arms?
These ones, these nice ones. I'll dig with a djembe. In fact, the last time my parents bought me a clothes was when I was in class 7. Otherwise, I used to plow and plant my own sukuma wiki and tomatoes. I even sold some of them to my secondary school.
Yeah.
And I ate them there. So these hands can do. So the way they brought me up mixing with everybody else like anyone else. So my attitude, I normally just say, I am so unique that everybody likes me. So
you know, my cameraman Bonnie over here says you used to play football together. You actually played football.
I play even now. Not I used to. I play football even now.
But Bonnie says you were bad. I mean, you were so bad you were good.
I was bad. The word was bad.
Yes.
Because I started from number 11 when I was in primary. And I would run like an antelope or whatever animal is. You can't get me. And if you are number 2 and you want to this what they call manual.
Yes.
You will be slashing the grass and I'll go with the ball. So I would really play. Then I changed to number 6. That's now the engine. So defending and attacking, defending and attacking, and I will always score. And I even got a nickname which I have up to now. They call me Malaria. But when I have the ball, the defenders are shaking.
Like they have malaria.
Yes.
You can't make this.
And sometimes I can fall. Sometimes it's natural I can fall. But if I fall down, I'll come up before you. That I swear, I'll come up before you. With this hand, I have enough balance.
Would the opponents treat you any differently on the field? If they saw this guy without arms, would they treat you differently?
No. They're told, no. In fact, that guy is a mad one. And I will charge and they'll fall. So they'll not treat me any differently. Because if they did, I'll score. So it's risky for them. So it was very risky for them.
Yeah.
So I play. Since there's nothing I can't do.
Right.
I don't know what I can't do.
Okay, when you first went to boarding school.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And of course your parents must have been very worried because you're there alone.
Sure.
You have to wash your own clothes.
Yes.
You have to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
What was that like?
It was difficult because after passing, I did CP, not KCP. After passing CP, I was invited to join a school, secondary school boarding. Now, previously in primary, I was being showered by my brother. I was being washed clothes by my sister or my mother. Now, joining Form 1 was difficult. So my parents were wondering how will this guy wash clothes, how will he shower? So my father took me to school, to the head teacher. Those days were called headmaster, principal. Then he explained my problem. The head teacher said, no, he will still be a boarder, but when he wants to shower, he will go home 4 kilometers away and come back. When he wants to wash clothes over the weekend, he goes to wash clothes and come back. I did that for only first term. Second term, because I play football, it became difficult. Every day I have to go and shower and come back. Then when I reach home, at times my brother has gone, who showers me, has also gone walking around the village. So I have to look for him. Then I said, until when? I decided I must discover how to wash clothes and how to shower.
Hold that thought, Godfrey, because we have a phone coming in. By the way, the live call-in number is 0712-915-117. I understand we have Abdi on the line. Abdi, you still there? You are live on JKL.
Thank you, Jim.
Talk to me, Abdi.
Yeah, my name is Abdi Sharma.
Yep.
Back in 1995, when I was a member of secondary school, Form 1,
Yep.
I met Godfrey. We came for a computer lab.
Uh-huh.
And he really inspired us. Because coming from that rural area, which is, as you know, northern secondary school at that time,
Yeah.
we were sponsored to come and see how computer works. So, Godfrey came in at that time. Actually, when I see him now, I still remember.
You do, huh? Okay, thank you, Abdi. Guy called Abdi. You remember him? Typing class, 1995, something like that?
Wow, that is a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Speaking of typing,
Yes.
I just saw a tweet here that says, someone's asking, how can I improve my typing? Yeah, Edgar Okova. How can I improve my typing speed?
He can improve. If this hand can type 60 words per minute, why can't his 10 fingers do it? I mean, he has 10 fingers. Can I say they are useless? It is practice. It is basically practice, and he can do it.
Mushiri Jenga says, against all odds, we shouldn't complain about what we have at all. Do you get a lot when you go and speak to kids? Do they, after you finish speaking?
Yeah.
And you were telling me earlier on, you even take off your shoes and your socks and you demonstrate how you dress up.
Yes.
What do they say after that?
After that, they just feel like, why have I been complaining? I'll never complain again. And they all want to promise to get A or to get 400 points and above if they are class 8 or Form 4s.
Mm.
So they really get challenged. Because I show them everything. I show them how I write. And I tell them it was not easy.
Yeah. And you were saying your writing is pretty good.
Better than everybody else in the country, I believe.
Godfrey, we've got Tony from Langata online. Tony, you are live on JKL. Talk to me.
Hello, Jeff.
Yes, Tony.
Nimesikia raha sana na huyu jamaa.
Mm-hmm.
Nimesikia raha sana huyu jamaa, ameniinspire sana. Kama ana mkono na anaweza fanya hiyo mambo mingi hivyo.
Yeah.
Hata hakuna mtu anafaa kucomplain ati alaleta aseme kwa sababu ya shida.
Hata wewe Tony pia, wewe usicomplain, okay? Usicomplain.
Hata mimi siwezi complain, nasikia raha sana na amenipatia motisha sana siku ya leo.
Okay, that's good, Tony. Tony from Langata there.
Thank you.
They're watching you for the first time, man. I mean, it's incredible. It's the attitude. It's all about attitude,
yeah.
Right? And I guess with this, the title of your book, Mlemavu, .C, Mimi,
yes.
Just say, not I. You just say, it's not me.
No. I actually looked at myself, and then I was seeing people looking at me. Then I knew why they were looking at me. Every time they look at me, they're not admiring me.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually sympathizing.
Mm-hmm.
And they're sympathizing because they think I am disabled.
Yeah.
And I told them, no, I am not disabled. What you are seeing is not what I do. And I say, disability is between our ears, in the mind, in the brain. There's something in between our ears. That is what makes us disabled. It is the attitude. Once you tell yourself you are not able, then you will not be able. So I said, I am not disabled. Ideally, I say you are disabled because you are wondering how I do, and yet I do it better than you.
Yes.
So I am not disabled. Mlemavu si mimi ni wewe.
Dennis Wafula says, that guy Ipalei was bad news in soccer. May God continue to bless him. Would you have wanted to continue your soccer skills? Would you have wanted to?
I would have continued. Actually, in 1992, I was supposed to go and do trials with AFC Leopards. But I looked at school and football those days. There was not much in football.
Yeah.
So just left it. Otherwise, I would have played. I played with Akandan Shikanda.
Huh?
And Shikanda was my substitute in the university. He was not the star.
No.
Yeah, if he's listening, he was my substitute.
So, okay, someone has text in there asking, how do you eat ati anakula nini? Sembe ni nini?
Ugali.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, how do you eat?
I eat ugali. These hands can pick ugali. The way I pick my phone is the way I can pick ugali. I pick ugali from the plate. If the plate is here. So just get it from the plate. Then I put it in my mouth.
And do you make little balls?
Yeah, I can make little balls, and then I put it on get the soup.
Yes.
I put it in my mouth.
Oh my God.
I eat very well. I don't need any help for eating. And the spoon,
yes.
I'll get the food, then I'll turn that spoon very nicely and put it in my mouth. I'll just turn it. But then everybody else, and I turn and put it will not pour. Do not pour on my clothes.
But Godfrey, how long did it take you to perfect this? Because obviously you have perfected this art.
Yeah, it has been a lifetime. A lifetime. And I think it is basically my attitude.
Yeah.
I never say die. I've always said that everyone is disabled, but that disability is not inability. It is just you who decides that you cannot.
Yeah.
So me, I always say that these hands of mine can do much, much more. And I try, every time I try to perfect. So it's been a lifetime. And up to now, I still feel I've not reached yet. I'm still moving on and on and on and on.
Did you ever at one point say, you know what, God, why me?
Yes, I did. Then I changed my mind. I said, no, not why me. People think I am a genius because I've gone to school, I've gone to secondary school, I've gone to university. They think it was just easy like that. No, I failed in, is it failing? I did not attain my objective in Form 4. I wanted to go to Form 5, Form 6.
Yeah.
Then I got Division 3 with 37 points without a combination. So at that time, I asked myself, God, I don't have hands. Why am I failing? And I said, no, I think it's me who has failed, not God. So sometimes I ask like that and I remember, no, I have been given everything by God. So it's me to utilize what I have.
Yes.
Yes.
We're going to take a break now, Godfrey, but when we come back, Steve Mover is asking, what have been some of your hard moments in life? I want to talk about that after the break. Also, my director is asking, can you swim?
I can go and swim. Yes.
You can swim?
Yes. What is in swimming? I have the legs and I have these hands.
Oh my, oh my, what an attitude this young man has. And yes, if you think that life is just too tough for you, listen to Godfrey Ipale's story. Better yet, buy his book, Mlemavu, ? See Mimi. Available in all leading bookstores across the country. I tell you folks, this is what we mean when we talk about the future of this great nation. It's people like Godfrey Ipalei who help keep us going. Keep tweeting at Koinange Jeff at Ipalei. And the SMS line is 22155, phone number 0712915117. Oh boy, what a show. JKL live from the poolside of the Intercontinental. Poolside, literally, and Godfrey can swim. We might ask him to do that a little later. Maybe not. JKL is back in a moment. What the? Goodness gracious. Live at the poolside of the Intercontinental Hotel. That was not recorded. That was live. Godfrey Ipalei, born with no arms, but he never let this so-called disability be an inability. In fact, he's written a book. It's called Mlemavu, ? See Mimi. Disabled, not I. And Godfrey, that's what, I mean, this is just, I mean, you do this every day, man. But for us, at watching you for the first time, that's pretty incredible.
Yeah, to me it is simple. I normally tell everyone, I have taught my body teamwork. So all the parts of my body, they help each other. So to tear this, I know I can't do it with my hands. But I have teeth, which can do it. So I use my teeth, and I remove, I put it there. So it's that simple. The same thing I do when I'm writing. So I remove the lead with my mouth. Like this, simple.
And the same thing when you type, Godfrey, because you type like 60 words a minute.
Yes.
I mean, I'll be lucky with 23 on a good day.
Yeah. Typing. This hand looks weak because it's short. It's not even on the elbow so much. So this is the hand that types. This helps the shift key, the alt key, for getting uppercase, capital letters. So this has got used to typing so fast. So I don't always ask myself that I don't have the 5 or 10 fingers. I know I have them, and I want to beat the people like Jeff who have 10 fingers. So I type with this. So whatever I do, I want to do it the best way I can.
Yes.
Sometimes I might be slightly slow in some functions, but I'll do it. The thing is, I have to do it.
Same thing with texting. Same thing with the on phone.
Texting now. Now that's the difference now. This hand types the computer. Texting now, this hand can hold yes, it can hold this yes, but not as stable as this one.
Mm-hmm.
So now this is the one that types. And this thing that looks like a finger,
yes,
is the one that types. And this small keys, it types an SMS. And I'll not miss.
And you won't have mistakes?
No mistakes. If they are there, they're just like yours. Don't mistake.
Yeah, mine are plenty.
Yeah.
My goodness. Someone was asking before the break, Godfrey.
Yes.
What have been the difficult times in your life?
Yeah, there have been difficult times in my life. One major one was how to shower. Because I was being showered by my brother. So I was saying, for how long will I be being showered? That was very difficult, very difficult. But I managed. Today I shower myself, not using the shower, getting water from down and pouring on myself. It was not easy, but very difficult. But I managed. So after going through difficulty, thinking and wondering how do I do it,
yeah,
and I discovered I can do it.
Yeah. By the way, feel free to drink your tea anytime.
Yeah, fine.
Don't let me stop you.
No. Don't stop me. Don't stop me. The tea is mine. So actually, that is how I shower. I get water from the trough, then I pour on myself. So pouring on myself like that, then when I want to rinse myself, I got a net. I normally say it's the lure or zoo fish. So I get a friend who has a net. Mm-hmm. So I put a knot on this side and a knot on this side. And I can just rinse my body. This is my body. And then I pour water and I'm clean. I think I'm very clean than everybody else.
The whole gallery is just laughing in my ear. And the same thing with wiping yourself also.
Yes, I wipe myself with the towel. Very nice. Nothing.
Combing your hair?
I comb. My hand reaches there. In fact, if I told people to put their hands behind like this, they can't do it. The elbow meeting behind your head like this. You can't do it. But I can do it. So I can comb my hair and clean.
There you go.
Yeah.
Brushing your shoes.
I did that.
No, keep me, man.
I brush my shoes myself. I get a brush and I sit down. Not so much down, slightly lower. Mm-hmm. Then I brush my shoes the way you brush yours, like this. Just like that, but I put between my legs.
Okay.
Like this. Yep. So if I can get the shoe, right, and I put it between my legs like this, then I brush. Just like this. And it shines. I mean,
this is incredible.
And I wear this shoe sleeveless. I don't want to remove it in the studio, but I can wear these socks. I wear these socks myself. You want to see?
I want to see, man. I just can't believe. I want to see. I want.
But I remove them when I get to the house. I remove them turned like that.
Upside down.
Upside down.
Inside out.
Inside out. And that's how it is washed. So when I get it, I turn. It is turned. I turn. In fact, I'm faster than some of you. I turn it like this. Yeah. Then I put it on. The way you put it on. So you normally put your leg up a bit, maybe. I don't know whether you put your leg up or not.
A bit, yeah.
And it's these hands here have fingers that can
My goodness.
There.
Godfrey, you're something else, man. Okay, someone is asking, Detail Eye Designs is asking, can you drive?
Yeah, I know I don't have yet a car, but now, because of my traveling over the weekends and the ban of the public service, I used to have shuttles. I can drive. I drive. What is difficult in drive? It is the clutch, which my hand can push, it can pull, it can take this side, it can take this side. Just like this cap, I can take it whichever. And now it's when the clutch is when automatic, so it's just unlike this. Then the steering wheel, nothing. I can drive.
You think these licensing people would give you a license?
Why not? Let me make a joke. The other time I was looking for the certificate of good conduct. So I went to the police station to look for that certificate. So the policeman looked at me and wondered, now where are the fingers here? So they went aside to ask them. So then I realized, these ones are here now wondering what to do.
They're discussing.
So I called them. I told them, just come, let's discuss and see whether do we take these 2 fingers or do we take the toe or what. So they called the Dakota and they said, just come and we see what we can do. So they might doubt, but I'll tell them, give me the car so that I drive, then give me the license. Why not?
But finish your story. How did they take your fingerprints?
Oh, now they did not take the fingerprints. So I joked and said I can do anything in Kenya. But I challenged them. I told them, try and look for something else. Because you never know what to do. Yeah, because where do you take now mine?
So
how do you identify me?
What did they do?
They just took my photo and said, we will use this for now. Otherwise, we don't have anything for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
that's a challenge.
Sure.
For everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. I never thought of that, actually. Certificate of good conduct.
No, it happens. It happens.
How's the tea, by the way?
This is sweet.
I made it.
This is sweet.
I made it.
You made it?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I make better than this one.
I love this guy. You know, I wish people had your kind of attitude. At least 10% of what you have, Godfrey. Because a lot of people out there are always complaining, nagging, whining, this, that, the other. Look at you, man.
Yeah, I normally say Kenyans, we are used to mourning. And then, two, we have gotten this dependency syndrome. Especially serikali tusaidia.
Yes.
You know, who is serikali tusaidia? Everything serikali tusaidia. Look at the people in Kiambu and everywhere who have died because of drinking beer. They are still saying serikali tusaidia. And then you walk yourself to go and drink beer. So Kenyans, we are so much full of complaining.
Yes.
And complaining and saying, I don't have this, I don't have this. Once you tell yourself you don't have, you will not have. But I normally say, if you tell yourself you cannot, you are telling God that please allow me not to be able, and you will not be able.
Correct.
Yeah. Dan
Nyakundi is saying, I want that book like now. How does Dan get the book, Godfrey?
They are all over in the bookshops. They cost 310 the last time I saw, 310 only. They are there in the bookshop. Or you can walk to Oxford.
Yeah. Jacinta is asking, does Godfrey cook?
Yes, I cook. Now, what is difficult to cook? The rest is easy. The difficult one is ugali, the sempe, they say. That is a difficult one. What I've done, I always think ahead. What is difficult in the sempe is holding the saucepan and then using the cooking stick. So what I've done, I've gone to the Juakali people. They have made for me something that can hold the saucepan, and then I can hold the cooking stick. I can hold the cooking stick. I can hold the cooking stick like this. Then I turn the food, and I can do everything with that food, and it will be okay. That is a difficult one to cook. What else is difficult to cook?
Na kukata mboga.
Kukata mboga. It's very easy. I use a knife, same knife, and I put on top of maybe a stool or something. I have a stool, and I just cut.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You cut yours, and I cut this side.
We've got more calls coming in, Godfrey. The phone lines are jammed, man. We've got Sheila from Mombasa. Sheila, you are live on JKL. Talk to me.
Yes.
Sheila?
Yes, I would like to just, yes. Yes, I want to congratulate her. Yes.
Go ahead, my dear.
Congratulate that guy and tell him that he is enormous. I'd like him to come and speak to some schools.
All right. What we'll do is we'll get your number, Sheila, and we'll give it to Godfrey, and you take it from there. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay. Maina Kageni.
Yes,
okay, thank you, Sheila. Appreciate that. Calls are coming in. Thank you.
Yeah.
You've heard of Maina Kageni?
Yes.
You've heard of him?
Yes.
Okay, he's just tweeted in. He says, watching Godfrey Ipalei on JKL, and you are instantly inspired. Absolutely. And he says, guys, in life, you really have no excuse.
Yes.
What do you tell Maina?
I hope Maina did not complain in his life. It is true.
Yeah.
You instantly get inspired, especially when you see me do things, when you hear me talk. I don't complain. I'm a human being, of course. I get annoyed, etc. But I don't complain. I don't go far. I say normally,
Yeah.
what can I do? Not what can't I do.
Correct.
If something has happened,
Yeah.
I do not just accept it. I accept and say, what can I do? How can I correct it? Not accepting and get resigned to it.
How can
Most
I?
people, yeah, how can I? How can I solve it? How can I move on from here?
I love it. Duncan from Thika's on the line. Duncan, you are live. Talk to me. Go ahead.
All right, I'm so amazed by this man.
Yep, you're not the only one, my brother.
All right, one thing I appreciate about him, he talked about, like, you got to appreciate that God has done so much for you.
Yep. Duncan from Thika.
Yes.
He's amazed by you, number one. And he says you have to appreciate what God has done for you. But you also have to do it yourself, don't you?
Yeah, I normally say, another problem with us is we say, God helped me, or God has done this to me.
Yeah.
It is true, but if you just assume that God is going to help you without you helping yourself, it's not going to happen. Because God, from the very book, the Christians, from the very book of Genesis,
Yes.
God told Adam and Eve, you shall never eat until you sweat. So you have to work hard. And I tell Christians, when you go to church, there are only two things you go and do. They say that you're going to pray. No, prayer is you're going to thank God for what he has done to you, and you're going to request God to help you to achieve what you want, not what God wants, what you want.
What you want.
Yes.
Leonard Mambombotela,
Wow.
the legend himself, is watching you. He sends a text. He says, does that young man have a family? He has inspired me. God bless him abundantly.
Thank you, mzee. Na huo ni ungwana.
Je, hii ni ungwana?
Hii ni ungwana ukikubali na kuendeleza mbele. Not refusing. Although I'm saying, mlemavu si mimi, I'm just saying, it is not, I'm not disabled. I am almost getting married for Mambo.
In fact, there was some other women, single ladies were asking, are you married? Are you attached?
Wow, they want to send, let them send applications. I will reply. Maybe to make a joke.
Yeah.
Ladies are funny. They will look at you, admire you, they fear, then they'll come back. Some of them will just wonder, this guy, how is he? There are those challenges.
Yeah.
I have somebody, so don't mind ladies, I have somebody.
But someone is asking, where are you going to place the ring?
Where is the ring? Is the ring important or the lady?
Oh, hello, hello. My man.
It is the lady that is important, but we'll look for something to put on the neck.
You have an answer for everything, don't you?
Sure, yeah.
Robert Burale, he says, kudos to Godfrey for doing what you're doing, for inspiring an entire nation. Because people are watching you right now, and everyone's saying, wow.
Yeah, thanks. I think I'm born to do that. I accept to do that, and I'll do it over and over. I do not fear being asked any question, because it helps people wake up.
Yeah. By the way, Robert says he's in tears. He's watching you, he's in tears. But I'm sure it's just tears of joy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes. There are tears of joy. First, there's that sympathy, and he's crying for himself, not so much me. Because I am okay. I work for Kenya Wildlife Service. These hands here. And I was not favored. I did an interview, and I'm still there. I teach students, adults, in diploma and certificate. So I am not begging. So, Robert, don't cry. Cry and wake up and do something.
On that note, Robert, you heard that. But spread the word, I think, because people have just got to watch this man and listen to his story. Leonard Mambo, Maina Kageni, you know this is the kind of stuff we mean when we talk about inspiring an entire nation. Every time we think we have challenges that we cannot overcome, watch this show over and over again. My Twitter handle is at Koinange. Jeff Ipalei is at Ipalei. If you want to pick up the book, it's called Mlemavu ? See Mimi. Disabled? Not I. I tell you, what a guest. What a show. JKL live from the poolside of the Intercontinental. Takes another break. We'll be back in a moment. And welcome back to Jeff Koinange live at the poolside of the Intercontinental. If you're just joining us right now, you have missed an amazing program about a young man born with no arms, but he never let that get in his way. Literally types more than 60 words a minute. He's an administrator with KWS, Kenya Wildlife Services, teaching ICT to students at the KWS College in Naivasha. In fact, there's a tweet here from a guy called Muirori PK.
Yes.
He says, I knew Ipalei from college, but first time he took me through an IT class, I freaked out. Great man.
They do. They do. When I get into class, they wonder, is this the teacher? How? So I take them through those emotions for the first 30 minutes. I show them what I do, etc. Then I tell them, now, can you now listen? And for the next 1 week or 2 or 3 that you are here, I'll be the best teacher you have ever met on earth, and maybe even heaven. And I show them, and I teach them systematically, and they enjoy.
And at the end of it?
They get challenged, and I have not found any student who fails my exam. You are the most useless person on earth, because how can you fail when this hand is the one teaching you and you have 10 fingers? So they don't fail.
By the way, Robert has tweeted back.
Yes.
He says, tell Godfrey I've taken his advice, I've wiped my tears, and now thanking God for life. You have a great sense of humor, my brother.
Right.
This is the guy who does motivational talks.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm sorry, you have a phone call?
Yeah, one phone call. Can I pick?
Please, go ahead.
Yes.
Be my guest.
Yeah, hello? Yes. Alfred? I'm sorry, Sana. Thank you. I'm on Jeff Koinange live, please. I'll call you later. Please. Okay, thanks.
I normally don't allow my guests to pick up phones, but Godfrey, you can pick up your phone anytime.
I'm special.
Yes, you are. But do you consider yourself special, Godfrey? Do you, at the end of the day, do you think you are special?
I think I am. I actually believe I am special, because the things I do are special. They're like out of this world, and yet they're just within this world. It is just that we were not used to seeing people like me not complaining. You expect me to be begging. You expect me to be, I don't know, not doing anything, waiting to be assisted, yet I do it myself.
And how do you feel when you see people at the street corners begging, and they have all 10 fingers, they have all 10 toes?
I've actually written in my book, and I asked, were the disabled born to beg? It is just themselves and their people who believe that they cannot. And some of them are not like me. I look worse. Maybe just a small leg, and they're begging. So I feel bad that they're begging. Because they have things that they can do. Of course, there are those ones who need help. I'm not saying that everybody, but a majority of those who go to the streets, they are able. Because they might be moving all the way from the estate to town. And they can do much more.
Yeah.
They can do much more.
Yeah.
So for me, they should just do much more.
Sure.
Yeah.
Someone by the name of Poison Ivy. She says, what a show. Ipalei, you're indeed special. We do love what God has blessed you with. ... Miracle hands.
Wow. Wow, I'll call them miracle hands later on. Thanks.
It's a good phrase.
Yeah.
It's a good phrase. My goodness. Okay. Writer Kevin Murungi. He says, Godfrey is a confirmation of one of my life's philosophies that I uphold. There's always an option to anything but physical death.
Wow. Nice one. True. There is. We look at only one side and say it is not there. We're not looking at the other side. Just like somebody says, if the one door is closed, there's another one open. Look for it. So that is our problem. We stick and say, this is it. Just like another book which I was saying, Who Moved My Cheese? You know, you're just sticking there. Move on. Because life is going on. Time is moving on. And you are crying, mourning, blaming everybody. Blame yourself and ask yourself, what can I do?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Edgar Kova asks, do you have a signature?
Fantastic. I think mine is better than the president's. I have a very nice signature.
Here's your book. You can autograph that for me, my brother.
So it is the sweetest signature I've ever seen anyone writing. Can President Uhuru write something like this?
No, he cannot. And this one you can't fake.
No, how?
Huh?
You can't fake.
Look at that. Look at that.
That is my signature. So let me ask something else more difficult if it is there. I can't do anything.
There's nothing you can't do.
There's nothing I can't do. There's nothing I can't do. There's nothing I can't do.
And you said something incredible, because a lot of people do wake up or do go to sleep saying, you know, I can't make it through tomorrow.
Yes.
I've given up on life.
Yes.
But you're saying, move on. Wake up.
Exactly.
Move the cheese.
Yeah. When people say hello to me, how are you? My reply has been not fine. I normally say, I am better than yesterday. So I'm always better than the previous day, however bad it was. I'm always better than the previous day.
Yeah.
So life is about not complaining about what you don't have, what you've missed. It's about how can I make things better today. Because if things have happened, they have happened. So what do you do as you move forward? You need to move forward.
Absolutely.
Yes.
My friend Martin Diaz says, what an awesome guy this man is. God bless this man for what he is doing.
Amen. That's I'm just continuing. I'm in the middle. I'm not finished yet. So there's much more to come.
What more can you do, Godfrey?
I'm supposed to retire at 65. The disabled people retire at 65. Me, I'm not disabled. I'll retire early and enjoy writing books and giving people to read and talk to people. I'm not a motivation speaker. I normally say I'm not a motivation speaker. I'm an inspiration speaker. So I want to motivate people. Just sit there, talk to people, and move on. That is what I want to do. I can see you have a matchbox. You want to see how I can...
I would love to see, Godfrey. I'd love
how
to see how I can light a match.
I do. I mean... You know, my body has teamwork. Every part of the body has teamwork. So I light that matchbox. I light my cooker, gas cooker. I light it. So this is, I've removed the matchbox.
Yep.
I'll put it in my mouth. Then I close this. And I put it between my legs. So that time I will be standing.
Yep.
Between my legs. Then I'll like this. Then I'll put it there and
light the stone.
Light a stone. Just works. So what is impossible?
Nothing.
Try anything else.
I have no words, my brother. I have no words. It's just...
We just like giving up.
Yes.
We just like giving up. We like giving up. If you are born, you are alive, look for what you can do, not what you cannot do. Because not all of us can be computer experts. So if you're not a computer expert, don't do it. Do what you can. So we like, if you wanted to do computer and you fail, you think you are a failure. No. I tell my students, if you got a D in Form 4, it is not that you're a fool. It is just that the examiners set the questions you didn't read. That was unfortunate. They set the question that you did not read. So you work hard and do something that you can do. So don't give up. Just don't give up.
Honorable Ayega Boniface, he says that man is a genius, but how does he mark exams?
Which, using the pen, it's a biro pen. On a mashimua. Like this. And I'm reading, then I just tick or a cross. That's all. Marking is the easiest. Mheshimiwa asked another difficult one. That's a very easy one.
Mary Cordy, we got to call her. Is she going to talk to us? Mary Cordy from Siaya. She's just texted. Yeah. And she says she is so inspired, all the way from Siaya. A guy by the name of Edgar Moirori, he says, can he ride a bicycle?
I have not tried, but what is difficult? The bicycle might be difficult on the brake.
The handlebars, yes.
Yes, those ones. Yes. That might be the difficulty.
Otherwise?
We can modify it and I will step down there. Somewhere where the comes and I can step it down there and I can still ride it. I don't say it's impossible. God, there must be a way.
Is there anything that you think you cannot do?
Only one.
Go on.
The only thing I can't do is tying a tie. That's why I wear like this. But this is my design. Anyone else who wears like this has copied from me. So turtleneck is mine. So this is why I wear like this. Because it's only the tie that I can't wear.
But there are some ready-made ties, you know that, with the elastic...
Yeah, those ones. Those ones I can wear.
But you cannot tie a tie.
I cannot tie a tie. That's the only thing I cannot do. But all other things, come and compete with me, I'll beat you. Hands down.
We've got Mwalimu from Busia County. Mwalimu, you are live on JKL. Talk to me. Mwalimu? Hello, Mwalimu.
Yes. Yes, Mr. Ipalei is so inspiring.
Go on, Mwalimu, go on.
My wife has just said, if the clock was rewound, he would have married him. And by the way, I have a book. I bought Ipalei's book recently, and I'm using it to inspire my students.
Thank you, Mwalimu. That's wonderful. You heard that?
Yeah.
If the clock was rewound, his wife would have married you.
That's very risky for him.
Oh, that's amazing. That's fantastic.
Thanks.
You can't make this stuff up, Godfrey.
Yes.
Oh. Frank Otieno says, Jeff, your show just left me tongue-tied. Tell Godfrey Kenyans should just learn from his positive perception of life.
Yeah. If Kenyans were positive, not negative, we would not be blaming anyone. We will be blaming yourself. Because what don't you have? You've been born, some of you have been taken to school, and you're still saying, I don't have. What will I say if you say don't have? If you say you don't have, you will not have. So let's just be positive. Do something with what you have, not what you don't have. They say everybody or everyone who is where he is or where she is started from where they were. Start from where you are. If you are at 100 shillings, start from 100 shillings. Don't jump to 1,000. Start at 100 shillings step by step to reach 1,000. But some of us want to jump to 1,000. You can't jump to 1,000. That's our problem. We want things today. We want to get rich fast. ETC. I wonder when what riches is. Live your life and improve it from there. Don't start from where you are not. Start from where you are. I started from these hands, not being able to do things. Now I can do everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ken Kiome says, okay, you've told us you can't tie a tie. Can you tie shoelaces?
Yeah, I should have worn the ones for shoeless. I tie shoelaces. I have shoes for shoeless. It might take me slightly longer, but I tie shoelaces.
I believe you, my brother. I believe you.
That I tie.
This woman that you're dating,
Yes.
you going to marry her?
Yes. I know she must have called.
What's her name?
She's listening. It's called Berry.
It's called?
Berry.
Beryl.
Yes.
Before we talk about Beryl, there's Michael from Mombasa live on JKL. Michael, talk to me. You are live on JKL.
Yes, Jeff, how are you?
I'm good.
I can see that guy is very inspiring. His message, his words are very inspiring to me. Tell him to continue the same thing. What is the name of your speech?
The name of?
The name of the book?
The book?
Yeah,
Oh,
the book is called Mlemavu ? See Me. Grab a copy. Tell a friend. Thank you for calling, Michael. Thank you for calling, Michael.
Yeah.
Michael from Mombasa.
Fine, sir.
Beryl,
Yes.
when she first met you,
Yes.
what did she say?
There are many stories. She's not the only one. She was wondering, how does he do it? She was looking at me from far. Then they moved slowly. And she saw, one can do everything. And asked many, many questions, and I answered all the questions. They get scared. They wonder, how can this guy do these things? How can he wash? How can he write? How can he shower? How can he... And even when they are with me, I used to stay with my brother and my cousin. I told them, don't polish my shoes, don't wash my clothes. I wash myself. So she was surprised, very surprised. Wow. But now she doesn't get surprised. Just feels like, it's a normal man, very normal, better than all other men.
And when you have children, you're going to tell them about what happened to you?
Yes, I'll tell them. And I believe they'll be very happy. They'll be very happy. I'll tell them how it is. And I tell them, can you be better than me? I want you to be better than me because I don't have hands and I'm here. Where will you reach? You have to reach above me. And I think that will be a good challenge for them. Yeah.
Are your parents alive?
My mom passed on 1999, but my father is alive.
What does he think of where his son has come? How far he's come?
If there is a proud old man, it is him. Because among all my brothers and sisters, I'm the only one who was going to the university until recently my last born sister was going to Makerere. Otherwise, I'm the only one. I was the only one in the whole clan who had gone to the university. So you can imagine how he feels in the village. He's the only cock in the village. So he's...
Jogo.
Yeah, he's the Jogo of the village.
Yes.
Because even up to now, I'm the one who's listened to. So he's proud, very.
And probably when you were born, they were wondering, what do we do with this kid?
Exactly. They were very, very worried. They didn't know what to do. And others were looking and saying, hey, what type of kid is this?
Yeah.
So they didn't know what to do. So they were worried. But after going to school and beating everybody else in the village, I'm the only one. And everybody else now calls me their daughter, their son, everybody. The uncles who are there, the aunties who are there, everybody says our son. So everybody is proud of your success when you are successful. But when you are not successful, you say, It's like...
Do you have an uncle called Daniel Imani?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
He just called. He said hello.
Wow, thank you.
He's watching.
Thank you, uncle.
All right.
Thank you.
So listen, we have about a minute and a half left. I want you to now take this program home. You've done everything. You've demonstrated. Now the people watching you out there, maybe they just tuned in a few moments ago to see this guy with no arms.
Yeah.
Go. Tell them. What'd you tell them?
I tell them that in life, there are always problems. You will always meet problems. Irrespective of who you are, you will meet problems. But those problems should not stop your journey. You intending to go where you're going, you meet a problem, it should not stop your journey. Look for a way of jumping over them. Look for a way of going besides them. If it becomes impossible, go with those problems. The otherwise the problems go there. So don't stop on the way. Always go ahead. Number 2, don't look at your weakness. Look at your strength. My weakness are these hands. My strength is I can use them for all that I can do, and I'm earning a living with them. So if you look at your weakness, you will be weak. If you look at your strength, you will be the strongest person. That is my strength. Lastly, have a positive attitude. Don't look at the negative attitude. Don't wake up in the morning and somebody tells you, "Hey, you look ugly." Don't listen to them. You move on. Have a positive attitude. If they say you look ugly, you can tell them, even a warthog is ugly, but it's living. So.
By the way, your arm is very smooth, by the way. You were saying you have smooth arms. It's very smooth.
It's smooth. And ladies enjoy it.
Can you do a high five?
Yes.
Okay, my man. By the way, the crew can't wait to meet you on the football field, eh?
Oh, okay.
The camera crew.
Fine.
They want to meet you in the football field.
That's okay.
We'll make a date.
We shall.
Congratulations on the book, my brother.
Thank you.
And thanks for having such an attitude, man. I know you've changed a couple of people's minds out there. Honestly, director's smiling. He's screaming in my ear, man. He wants to come out and meet you and give you a big hug.
Thank you.
And he's got 2 arms.
Yeah. I also have.
My man. What a guest. This is what we mean when we talk about overcoming insurmountable odds. Godfrey Ipalei. Remember that name out there, because every time you feel you cannot go on, get on the KTN or Standard Group website, standardmediagroup.co.ke. Go to Jeff Koinange Live. Watch a program entitled Godfrey Ipalei. In the meantime, keep tweeting at Koinange Jeff, at Ipalei, #JKL. This has been an incredible week and an incredible show. But guess what? Next week, new week, new topics, new shows, new guests. Keep watching. You're not going to find guests like Godfrey Ipalei anywhere else, but right here on Kenya's television network, KTN. Thanks for watching. Good night. Good luck. What a man. Oh my.
Thanks.